Hey guys, welcome to Amanda's Favorites. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all the Erin Condrens I've used for the past 8 years. It starts back in 2017 and going currently to now 2024. So you're going to get to see my functional planning from every single year, how it's changed and evolved over time, and also to see the Erin Condren themes and patterns and layouts and how they have changed over time. We are just going to jump right in and flip through each one of these planners. I have my big stack sitting right next to me here on the floor, and all my discount codes are down there in the description. I do have a $10 off your first Erin Condren purchase down there too, so don't miss that if it is your first purchase, because you can only use it once, and it does stack on sale. Okay, Erin Condren launch has just happened, and that is what, of course, made me think, let's pull out all my old Erin Condrens and look at them. We're gonna start with 2017 to 2018, and then this one is 2018. So this was my very first year in Erin Condren, and I didn't really know, if I wanted neutral or colorful. It was the painted petals theme that year, as you can tell, and this is probably my favorite theme that they have ever done. So I started the year in an academic planner and in a neutral, and I ended up moving that same year in January to a 12-month yearly calendar year planner in a colorful. So let's look at my neutral first from that year. This was the only year that I actually doubled over because it was my first year, and after this year, I kind of figure out what I liked, and I always start in the academic year, and I always pick colorful. Painted petals, it was such a good theme, you guys. I've heard from so many other people, it's not just me, and I really love how Erin Condren puts this tab on their yearly layout based on the planner that you purchase. So as I was looking through them, it was really easy for me to put my years in order to share in this video because of that little tab. And I thought to myself, that's just another thing, another detail that Erin Condren just does right. Now, this is not a full walkthrough Erin Condren review. I have my recent launch video for their 24, 25-year planners up. That'll be linked down in the description. It's really fun to look back on this very first year, this very first Erin Condren planner I ever had. They had the square boxes then with the little teeny dots you can see. I really did like their fonts and their numbers. How this year is done looking back on it, I really like it. And like I said, I started out in the neutral, and we'll look at my planning in here a little bit before we move on to the next one. I used some colors along with black ink. That's their dual tip markers. I put a few stickers from Erin Condren in there, and I got more into the holiday decorating. I filled out the monthly spreads just like I do today for memory keeping and big events because I really work off my monthly spread that's up right in front of me. But I talk about all those things more in my personal planning update videos, and I will link the current year's playlist where I'm going to give an update every quarter on my whole planner stack. So this is what my functional planning looked like in a neutral, painted petals way back when. You can tell I'm not scared to mark things out. I do like seasonally the colors to feel changing and, and the stickers to change and to feel a little bit, different with each month throughout the year. I think I started in my next planner. The rest of this might just be playing around if I needed the pages. Yeah. Because then I decided, you know what? I'm all into Erin Condren. I wanted to get the gold coil. Now that I learned everything about them, I wanted to change to the colorful. And so I started the new year, like I said, these overlap in the colorful painted petals. And let's look at some of that planning. As you can tell, I feel like I was just so excited to be in an Erin Condren. I used all their little label stickers for big events, and I used them on the weekly too. I was just loving being in this beautiful planner for the first time ever. This is really soon after I started my channel. And no, I had not found Erin Condren until I started my channel, really. I'll tell you while I'm flipping through this one, my introduction to Erin Condren was actually Molly. Before I started my channel, Molly, my sister, had won an Erin Condren in some kind of, online thing. And I was over at her house, and we didn't talk a lot about planners then. I was in a plum paper then and a simplified daily. And I mean, we knew that we were using planners and we would share what we were using. She's also the one that introduced me to simplified daily. So this was before the big planner world Don't you guys just love painted petals? I do. It was before I knew anything about the planner world, before I was on Instagram. Look at that little Erin Condren umbrella. I never saved my planners before this. These are the only planners I've saved. I have not saved my simplified daily planners because they're just my daily lists, you know, like no decoration. I really should have saved one so I could share with you like a full simplified, you know, what it looks like. But you've seen it on my Instagram. You've seen all my flip through videos here and my updates in my planning stacks and update videos. So this was my first Erin Condren, and I don't know what I jumped into for this period because I wasn't in there, but let's pull up the next one. Okay, I can't remember the name of this design offhand. I know one of you guys will tell me. It's something about weaving fabric. It was probably my least favorite design they've ever done. It's not bad. It's just, you know, personally. Okay, so as I flip through this, I'll try to get back to my story. Okay, although I'm getting distracted looking in here myself. I used a lot of sticker sheets from Erin Condren back then. I went through this is the first time I've ever decorated a planner and got really excited about that. This actually makes me want to decorate a little bit more in whatever I'm using because it makes me very happy to see all this color and kind of just the pop that goes along with the month and the season and whatever's going on in life at that time. Okay, so back to the planner story. So Molly had this Erin Condren sitting at her house when I was over there one time. Our boys were little. They were running all around together. And I was like, what is this planner? And she told me, oh, it's like Erin Condren. I won it in a contest. And we looked through it. I liked the look of it, but the paper felt really thin. That was before they switched to this 80-pound Mohawk paper. And it's odd because even back then, I didn't know anything about paperweight. I had no clue. I just knew thick paper versus thin paper. And I was like, well, how much does this planner cost? And we looked it up online and I was like, that paper seems way too thin for how much that planner costs. I'm like, I don't think I would ever buy it. And Molly's like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like we both agreed. Before they switched to this paper, whatever they were using in that planner she had, the paper was way too thin for what this was where I Franken-planned here for the first time ever. I took this apart and I combined a note section here in the middle. Yeah, I'm not sure what purpose I wanted to do that for. I cannot remember, but I did. So that's the story of my first encounter with Erin Condren. Then when I started this channel and I started finding out about Erin Condren and everyone was raving about them, I was like, well, I have to try them, you know. And my very first purchase from Erin Condren was using somebody else's $10 off coupon. So the one I have linked down there in my description, you can get $10 off your first purchase. And I used somebody's, I don't remember whose, and I bought only a notebook. There is no minimum on using that coupon, you guys. So you can use it with a sale. You can use it on the smallest product. I was like, let me just test their paper from a notebook. And so I bought a notebook. I loved the paper. And I was like, okay, I got to get a planner. And that's where my first planner came into play. Okay, so that wraps up this year of finishing up 2019. So this was 2018. 2019 in my Erin Condren. This was birthday anniversary week where we have 2 birthdays and our anniversary, hence all the decoration there. I really liked their huge numbers back then. Okay, so that was this nice big fat 2018-2019 where I even wound in like an extra note section in the middle there. Now we are into 2019-2020 here. And I actually had this, I kind of use this as a dashboard. It was just an extra cover that I ordered. And I wanted kind of a neutral dashboard in here. I don't remember what I utilized it for, to be honest. I think I stuck sticky notes on it that I could pull off and use and reminders and things. And this was like my mantra that year. I heard from someone, I think on the Gretchen Rubin podcast, this is hard, this is normal, this will change. So to anything we're seeing that is very hard in our life at the time, to remind ourselves, like acknowledge, yes, this is hard. And this is normal that it is hard. Like, let's say you have a newborn right now. You say to yourself, this is hard. You acknowledge it is a hard time. And it's normal that it's hard. And it will change over time. So acknowledging that, I don't know, has really helped me during hard periods of my life to remember everything changes. It is not permanent. And this was the kaleidoscope year. I wouldn't say it was my very favorite. It's pretty, it's bright, it's happy. A lot of decorations for the 4th of July. And this is when they still brought like the kaleidoscope that, oh, I put some pictures in there, element onto the page itself. I know a lot of people don't like that, and that's why they don't do it anymore. I just love the switch from the color of one month to the next. It's so apparent that we're in a new month, a new season. You guys, I have to do this though. I have to pull out the current Erin Condren right now and compare. I really want to compare like the color in here and the lines. Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at that. Look at that difference, you guys. I mean, I was thinking this is a ton brighter, and it is than it is now. So this is their current year right now. And these lines are thinner in the middle. They're thicker now, but they're a lot lighter. The color is a lot more muted. Just one more. We won't go through every month and compare, but yeah, a lot darker. So there was just a lot more color on the page because of the darker hue of everything. And the numbers were bigger. I like them being bigger. And I liked how the mini calendar was not there at the top. Instead, it was a decoration. I really like it being a decoration better. Or give me a blank spot here so I can put a sticker in it, because rarely does a sticker that I want to use, like from Planner Perfect or something, it won't fit perfectly over the calendar. So the calendar will still be showing. I do love that I took time to print pictures and pop them in there this year, but that just takes a lot of time to me. And right now, that's just not something that I'm spending my time in my life on, but I love to look back on that. Okay, we jumped ahead. We won't do that. We are just gonna flip through the year here. Yeah, and I put a lot of pictures. This takes me back to a different time. I always love October, and I do love seeing this collage of pictures on October. You guys remember when they would just leave this big blank board on where you flipped? Although we don't like this because this doesn't flip to your month. But I did kind of like the big blank board for this. But I do always want my tab to flip to my month. Remember all the problems that caused? This one I would call, you know, there's memory keeping in here along with just my normal planning. I definitely used it for memory keeping as well. And I do really love seeing the collage of the month there. And obviously on a holiday of Halloween, I put in a lot more pictures. Isn't it funny how just, it's so true. One picture, I could tell a story about one picture. Can bring in a whole flood of memories and emotions. That one picture, you remember exactly that day and when it was taken and how you felt and everything. I do love that. You guys, I did not look through these before this video, so I didn't know what I was going to come up on, to be honest, because I don't remember all these. So this is actually a surprise to me to go back and remember all this. That was a good year with beautiful memory keeping in there. Now we're into 2021. See, I didn't even look up the theme names before this. I should have. This is one of those videos where I didn't do research. I don't have a sheet of paper to guide me through this. I was like, we are just going to walk through these old planners with Erin Condren launch here, and we are going to chat about them. It's actually a video I decided to throw in last minute. And this was my mantra this year. Keep it small, keep it simple, give it time. Don't give me credit for that. I heard it from somewhere. I don't even remember who, but I liked it. There we go. Let's see what this year looked like. They have rounded. Is this the first year of rounded? Oh, I can't remember. No, kaleidoscope was rounded too. Okay, I'm not looking very carefully here. I'm really caught up in the memories, you guys. This is so fun. And are you gonna ask me, is this making me want to switch back into Erin Condren right now? Yes, 190% yes. We'll see what happens in my next planning update video, since I am currently right now in Passion Planner, just because of the whole bound, being able to see my whole week at once and my whole list across the bottom. It's just working so well for me. But there is really nothing like the feel of an Erin Condren, the colors of an Erin Condren, the fonts, and kind of the happiness vibe that it just brings. Especially if you decorate it a little bit. That was back when Erin Condren used to sell these sticker kit, you know, pages, the whole sticker kits. I don't even think they do anymore. I haven't looked them up, but I haven't seen them, so I could be totally wrong, but I don't think they do anymore. And I really obviously enjoyed those in here because it was just something simple I could order and use my points with Erin Condren, and I really like a lot of their designs. And I love their stickers. Look, that's probably one of my favorite pages of stickers, the holiday pages. And I kept a lot of journaling in here too, even though this one didn't have pictures. There was definitely some memory keeping. Mary Inglebright pictures cut out from her page by day calendars. I will save those and just cut out pictures. And I've stuck a lot of them in my Planner Perfect you've seen. This is the time when I went out of Erin Condren, I can tell, and I was doing journaling and memory keeping in here. So that's not even my planning. And that's where the Miracle Bright pictures were coming into play. I don't remember what I was in at the time, but I had gone out of it. Now I'm back in it for planning. I can tell. So it was probably like a golden coil at that time that I went out of it for. You guys know every time I go out of an Erin Condren, it's usually for a few months, and then I am always back in it. So that is no surprise. Here's vacation and journaling from vacation. And that's a fun way to use your planner when you're on vacation if you don't need to actually plan out the events. So there we go, the ending to another great year. That wraps up the 2020-2021 year. Here's the 2021 to 2022 year. Like I said, I always use the academic year now just because that's when their planners start. And I honestly can't wait to start them. Also, I do like starting an academic year. I don't mind it. It means I'm not switching planners in the really crunch time of year, I feel like. You know, at the end of the year, I'm not straddling planners in the December time. And also, I was a teacher before I stayed at home with my boys. And then I've now homeschooled my second for all his years since first grade. And so we are kind of like academic schedule thinking is normal for me. And it does feel like a fresh, renewed type of start time of year for me too. So this year obviously was mid-century circles. Fun that they did do their iconic, you know, mid-century circles design one year. And here we go. You can tell the colors are a lot more muted. I love how the mini calendar is not at the top though, how it's at the bottom. And this is just a lot more functional planning with a few stickers from their sticker edition book. Well, I'm sorry that I don't have the sticker book next to me, but they come out with a sticker book every year in the fall. They don't come out with it at launch. And it is a monthly edition sticker book where it has a page of stickers for every single month. And that is where all of these came from. They used to do a lot more decorative in that book, and now they've turned to a lot more functional in that book. And I don't even think I've used it this year. It did not excite me. In my planner this year, I used, we'll look when we get to it. I'll show you what I used this year in my planner. But these used to come in that Erin Condren monthly collection sticker book. That a new one will come out every fall. And I wish they would make a fully decorative one because they were really pretty when they were doing a lot of decorative stickers in there. But you can see my planning got a little bit less memory keeping, less neat writing, and just more very, very functional. I went back to my roots. I feel like this is exactly how I planned before I started my channel. And I was definitely influenced by all of the planning that I saw on YouTube and people. And as you saw in my earlier Erin Condrens, I was so excited to be in a beautiful planner. And I was trying to write neater and decorate it a little bit more. And then I got a lot more just back to how I used to plan. This, I can tell I was in another planner. And I was memory keeping. And then I'm back to planning. Let's see. I was in another planner and then back to planning in here. Okay, let's jump to the next year. We only have 2 more to go, you guys. This is the next one will be my current one. This is 2022, 2023. And you can make your own cover, you guys, with pictures. There are a couple different options to make picture covers with Erin Condren. I love doing that. It takes time, but I always love how they turn out. This is something about how all the pieces fit together to be beautiful. It's supposed to be like all those tissue paper pieces laid together. It wasn't my very favorite. I mean, I actually love all their designs. I think they're beautiful. There's not one that like I have not liked and not wanted to use. But I definitely have my favorites. And Painted Petals was definitely my #1 favorite since I've been using them since 2017. So this is just my normal functional planning. And we are almost to the current year. So it looks a lot like my planning now. A few stickers thrown in there. And then the rest is just functionally planning to get me through my life and get me to events on time and get my to-dos done on time. This is where I jumped out this year. And then I know I came back at some point. There you go. Functional planning is a lot less interesting than decorative planning, but it is, I feel, the reason why I use a planner. And I know the reason why a lot of people use a planner is to simply to organize our lives. And we like something beautiful to organize our lives in. And that's why I love the Erin Condren, because even if you don't add any colors, just the fonts, the paper, the colors for every month. They have made the book so beautiful that if you don't add anything to it, you are still feeling like you're planning in something that is beautiful and special. All right, drum roll for our 23-24 year. This is the Inspire design by Etta V. And after Painted Petals, this is probably my next favorite of all those designs we've had. Let's flip through her beautiful, happy, I don't know, this might be a tie with Painted Petals. I really have liked this one. Here we go. I used Hand Plan decorative sticker kits. You can buy the whole year at once. That's what all these stickers are in here. And I have a 10% off, always ongoing with Hand Plan. All my discount codes are down there in the description. I really like her labels too. And all her stickers are just really good quality and easy to pull up and move too. These are Planner Perfect stickers that come in the sub box. And I have a whole Planner Perfect playlist if you want to find out about Planner Perfect. And I also have a discount code for her. So Hand Plan and Planner Perfect combined in here is all I stuck in. And I really like how it turned out for this year. Beautiful. And then this was vacation and I didn't write anything in here. And that's okay too. I didn't even bring this planner on that vacation. I am totally okay with myself. I don't ever feel the need to have to fill a page or to do anything. As you can tell from all my different planners, look how cute that is from Hand Plan. From all my different planners I've used over time, I never put pressure on myself. I just do what I feel like I want to at the time and what works for me in my life at the time. And that's okay. My planners are not the most beautiful. Oh, look at all those cute Halloween. All Hand Plan. I love October. I love it. Even though it's hot here, it's like welcoming the season of not hot. So it's like the gateway to that season. And I stopped using this and was in Mom Agenda during all this time. But I pre-decorate my whole planners. I have whole videos on that about how I sticker my entire Erin Condren for the whole year at once. And usually I am in my Erin Condren most of the year, even if I go out for a little bit. So it's not wasted stickers. I love those Hand Plan stickers. You guys definitely go check out that yearly decorative kit if you like those. And you just want a little something to add to your Erin Condren where you don't have to go around and look for a ton of sticker kits or anything. These are all Planner Perfect from past years' sub boxes. That's the fun thing about saving some of the stickers from each sub box. I don't use them all. And so you get a lot, built up over using them for years, and you can go and decorate your planner with those. And this is when I was out and then back in. And so we'll see a lot of that in here because I have been out a couple of times this year. And right now we are in the month of March and I am not in here. I am in Passion Planner, but you can see sometimes I come and play in here and see, do I want to move back in here? And this video is definitely going to make me do that exact same thing today, you guys. Okay, so very cute Hand Plan stickers. Check out that link below with the discount code if you're interested in those and decorating your new Erin Condren, because she does them to match the Erin Condren monthly colors. That's what's so great about her stickers. Okay, guys, that wraps us up. We'll see if I end up back in here. I will be having a personal planning update every quarter this year. I promise you that. It will go in my playlist here for 2024 planner updates. Basically, I'll share my stack every quarter, where I am and how I'm doing. And if I do move back into this planner, I think it's about time to change this cover because I have had this cover on all year. And while I loved it when I got it, you know how you just kind of start feeling like I'm feeling like a different cover. And that's why Erin Condren is so fun, because you can just rip that cover right off and change it to something else that suits your mood. And that is what I am about to do. Another idea right before I sign off, you guys, I wanted to share. I did print some covers like this to put on my planners for what year I was in them. But then I didn't print all exactly the right years, the combinations, I don't know. And I printed most of them, but then I just decided I liked leaving the original covers on them. Who knows, maybe sometime I'll switch to these. But that's an idea if you really do want to archive your planners and have the year on the front. You can, this is like their marquee board. I'm not sure if they still have this cover, but they would have other covers that you could go ahead and put the year on, since most of their covers are customizable. So that is just an idea if you are archiving your Erin Condren planners. I am very excited with Erin Condren just launching now. I was sent a launch box that went in that launch video, but we only got one planner in that box and a couple of accessories. And so I am going to do a whole nother video with my launch order. I'm going to try to order several layouts with my points for you guys to see, and several design themes so we can see them all in one video. That Erin Condren video will be coming at you as soon as I get my launch day order and can get that video made. So I will be sharing that here, and I will also be ordering my planner in that video, what I'm going to use this year for my Erin Condren planner. So all that will be coming in that upcoming Erin Condren video. So stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe here so you don't miss it. And even turn on, ding that notification bell if you don't want to miss a video, because I almost always have a video on Tuesday at noon, but my second video of the week has been on Fridays, but I think we're going to move it to Saturdays, and launch videos can be any day. So if you want to make sure to not miss a video, the best way is to ring that notification bell so you'll be notified. But one more thing. If you want to share with me, I would love to hear your favorite Erin Condren year down below. So drop in down below your favorite Erin Condren decorative theme. What year have you loved the best? And do you usually pick neutral or do you pick colorful? And which layout is your Erin Condren favorite? As you can tell, mine is always vertical, although I have used a horizontal in the past for some memory keeping, and I'm going to be sharing that in another video coming up soon. So you will get to see that. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. You can take care of others. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.